again. And I'm back, and it's just the following day from yesterday when I posted the video on this Technics equipment. When I got back to the house yesterday after making the video, there was a post envelope there. There it is, and it actually was the belt that had arrived for this. And that's just amazing. So I'd like to thank, who did it come from? Microphonics on Amazon Marketplace. So Microphonics actually sent the belt the same day it was posted off, and it arrived yesterday. So that's less than 24 hours. So that was very good. And they sent it to me, and they've asked me for some feedback. So I'm going to give them that a bit later on. And altogether, it was £6.70 plus £1.45 shipping, and so £8.15, and I've actually got my belt. So now I'm going to fit it, and well, let's do it now online. Let's open it first. Make sure my hands are, well, they are clean. I've just washed them. So. And there it is, the lovely new belt for this turntable. So I'm going to get this cleared away a little bit, and then I'll fit the belt. Just giving this a last little bit of a clean out. And I've got the new belt, which I'm now going to fit onto the turntable. So let's place that there, and carefully place the belt around. It's always not the easiest thing to do this. It's such a simple job, and yet to stop getting a twist in it is... So I'm going to do my old tried and tested method. And that's just line it up with a slot here. Bring this in, and then with a plastic plunger or something like that, I'm going to just move. Let me just do it with this actually. Just going to move that belt very carefully onto the spindle. That's done. I'm going to remember now to take the tape off here, and the thing needs to be reconfigured obviously, but maybe it'll sort itself out when the turntable starts to rotate. And I've got a feeling that's it. Okay, a couple of problems solved. I've come back to you because it took me quite a while to do this, and it would make a very boring video. Basically, the arm was first of all missing the start of the record, and that's due to an adjustment here, tone arm position in or out. And it's important that when you start the thing, initially set up, that is adjusted so it hits the record obviously. The other thing is the mat on the turntable. There are two little holes in it, and it's important that they're aligned. One of them is the record detector, so whatever size you put on, if that's not depressed, then the tone arm will not access the record. It won't stay there. So if I put a small record, and the other thing that I found, there was a clicking noise, and I couldn't figure out what the clicking noise was. When you put a 45 on, or a 7-inch record, it depresses that one, so it knows the record's on there. And I want you to watch this bit as I start it, because that actually senses what size of record is on there. Now, it's clicking, you see it click? And the record will go in to the correct position. So that's great. Can't do any more of that because otherwise I'll be dancing away copyright wise, but that's it working. and then when I stop it again, and that clicking noise was that going up to sense position. When I stop it, that will go in, it clicks again, and in that position the arm is now locked. So initially I was putting tape on it, but once all this mechanism is aligned, you don't actually need that tape, or you don't anything, because the arm locks itself. When I put it on a 12-inch record, you'll see what happens again. It's a filthy record, but I'm tough. Alter the speed. You have to do that manually, obviously. The arm comes in now, since it's a 12-inch record, and starts at the very beginning, which is absolutely fine. So I can't play any more of that either. So that's all working absolutely fine. Just got to give this a bit of a clean up, put this back together again, and then I'll get the speakers, I'll get it all set up, and we'll end this video. But I'm very pleased the belt works, and I'm very pleased with everything that's happened here. Just need to clean everything up, make sure the stylus is clean, fit the lid back on. I've already screwed the bottom on. Very important when you do that you hold the platter and just put it on its edge, because if you turn it upside down the platter falls off and you have to start all over again. But there we go, the thing is, the belt is on, it's working, and I'm really pleased with that. So it needs all cleaning up, de-dusting again, and then I'll get back to you when all that is done. Well, that's the turntable all restored, and the top fitted on, and it's all cleaned, and that's it, that part's done. The last bit I have to do is reinstall the top to this. It's quite a heavy beast actually, that transformer weighs quite a lot, but this is all ready to put back together now, so I'm going to do that. One thing I did do last night before I finished was to glue this piece of metal, for whatever reason it's there, back on. I used a very strong adhesive on that, so that's done. Put this back on. I don't know the usage history of this, so let's put the top back on. Making sure nothing is catching. Well, there's the unit fully assembled. Excuse me, and it sounds amazingly good. The sound quality is just fantastic on it, and it's enhanced by a whole range of controls, which I'll just focus in on now a little bit down the bottom here, which to be honest with you I didn't really notice before, but when I was selecting tape mode I thought, oh, there's something lacking here. But when I look at all these controls down the bottom, and you can't read them from there obviously, so I'll do a close-up of them. But down there you have Dolby noise reduction, you have tape selector switch, normal or chrome, you have normal. Actually, the tape selector switch gives you normal, CR02, or metal. So you've got 3 types of tape you can select. It's got Dolby noise reduction in or out. It's got a subsonic filter, which you can have on or off, and it's got low boost and high boost on it. And in the FM mode at the very end, you can have it as auto or mono. So that gives you an awful lot of things on this machine, and maybe explains why it's a dedicated tape machine, because of the versatility in the tape type selectors, and you don't often get that on these machines. So now let's try the record part of it. I've selected phono, so let's put on a 12 inch first of all. That's out, so it's 33, and I can start. Record starts right away. The arm senses that it's a 12-inch record and not a 7-inch, and it will cue itself to the beginning of the record, and that is absolutely amazing. And then you can have your Dolby in or out. So I'd love to play all this for you, but obviously prohibited from doing that. So let's stop that. The thing comes up, the arm goes back, and it will shut down and shut itself off, which is excellent. Now let's just put on a 7-inch record, and again we can see that the whole thing works wonderfully. So this time the deck sensor senses that there's a record on the deck, so it will allow it to play. I select the speed, 45, start it, and the little twitcher on the outside there will start twitching, and it knows now that it's not a 12-inch record, so it goes into the 7-inch position and starts to play right away. So there we go. It's just a pity I can't let you hear the wonderful sound that this is producing, and all the various options you have here, and as well as the graphic equalizer and level sounds that you've got on the stereo side down here. So really nice, and a lovely unit. Pleased that the owner is going to have it back soon, and hopefully will be pleased with the repair that I've made on it. So yeah, let's stop it now. The little twitch, that stopped. Let's turn it off. Take the tape out, put that to one side, shut it up, and shut the lid. Well, that's it for the video. This is the end of this, I'll tell you that now. Once again, thank you to Microphonics for their such a speedy response to my order for the belt. It came within 24 hours. It's all fitted and done. I'm very pleased with this unit. Like all units that I repair and service, I'm always sorry to see them go. I think, oh, I'd love to own that. It sounds such a lovely system. It really does sound good, I will be sorry to see it go. Some of the observant ones amongst you may have noticed that I've got a new t-shirt on, and this one was given to me by my daughter, and because of my love of baking, and I bake all my bread, all our own bread, and it's obviously Windy Miller. For those of you of a generation who've not heard of Windy Miller, go onto YouTube and just search for Windy Miller, and you'll be entertained. It won't be me, of course, it'll be a cartoon Miller, but it's quite fun. Anyway, that's what I've got on. I really have come to the end of this now. I've gone on too long for 2 videos, but thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers and all those who tune into my channel. It's very much appreciated. My bench after this, unfortunately, will be empty again, so there might be a gap before my next video. But thank you all very much for watching, and as always, take care.